Let's see. Hi, everyone. It's me, Sailor Moon. And it's me, Queen Beryl. And today we're going to talk about. Alright, one more time we're going to talk about Windows 11 and what we heard. Well, alright, we already did talk about that. So, anyway, the thing that we're going to talk about here today is there always seems to be, well, I wouldn't want to call it a fight, but there always seems to be, oh, the Sky Flyers. Right. You're right about that one, Sailor Moon. Well, yeah, the Sky Flyers. Now, the Sky Flyers don't really show up anywhere in Sailor Moon. But, alright, I take that back, since the Sky Flyers do show up, but only in Toon Maker's offshoot of Sailor Moon where the Sky Flyers show up at. And was there really any Sky Flyers or anything like that in any other offshoot of Sailor Moon? And first I would have to say no. But I know there's going to be someone out there who's going to say, well, there was the Moon two-wheeler, but that seemed to be just offshooted into the toy stake, that Bandai and Irwin were making at the time. It was Bandai. But that doesn't show up anywhere in Sailor Moon either. What were the Sky Flyers anyway? Well, they were actually starships, but they were made as sailing ships. And I know what Toon Makers were thinking. Oh, they're sailor fighters, they're sailor keepers, they sail, so gotta have some sailing ships. I think I understand where they were going with that. But at the end of the day, there wasn't any Sky Flyers anyway. Oh yeah, you're right about that, Sailor Moon. I mean, there was no Sky Flyers at all, and I never had a ship. Now, keep in mind, Toon Maker Sailor Moon offshooted from the Toei one, but made a lot of shifts to it in some steads. And one of them happened to be with me. I never had a ship. I didn't have a ship where I went around getting, whatever, getting stones from all the other worlds. Last time I seeked, I was taking strength. Then it shifted over to getting rainbow hearts from folks. But at the end of the day, I don't really think I was ever doing any of that. So that once again, it's almost if we're talking about Toon Maker Sailor Moon, and I know everybody out there likes to say, oh well, Deke and Cloverway never stayed they made some shifts. Yeah, Deke and Cloverway did make some shifts to the show, but they didn't make the shifts to the show the same way the Toon Makers would. And there seems to be a little belief going around, or a saga or tale, is that Toon Makers lost out because they weren't being loyal to the show. Well, the truth is that Toon Makers, it would worth them way too much. Toei and Toon Makers and anyone else, it would be worth way too much to do a show that would have live work and have drawing work, which Toon Maker Sailor Moon would have been if they would have done it. Well, you're right about that, Queen Beryl. I mean, at the end of the day, Toon Maker Sailor Moon got stopped. Not that they weren't being loyal or, taking freedoms with Sailor Moon. They were. But at the end of the day, Toon Maker Sailor Moon didn't got pulled because it would be worth way too much, and all the businesses that were running it, well, I guess it would have been Toon Makers and Toei and some other folks out there, was going to be worth way too much to do a show that was a half live drawing and half live work. Well, how does one actually do it? I don't know. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know? So, yeah. But getting back to it, I never had any I never had no sky flyers. And I know we went way off what we were talking about, but, you know, and I never had no moon two-wheeler, at least that never was brought up. I'm sure Naoko Takaguchi would want to give us that, but then thought, it wouldn't have worked. I don't know. So I never had no sky flyer, so if you're wondering how that one shifted out, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. So, a lot of folks out there also have this one little misbelief or thought, is that, oh, it's Siobhan made it. No. Siobhan had nothing to do with Toon Maker, Sailor Moon, or anything. Yes, one of the businesses that did help Siobhan make shows back in the day, which was known as, you know, RAE. But that was it. It was RAE that wanted to do Toon Maker, wanted to do Sailor Moon, got a deal with Toei to make their offshoot. Then they hired Toon Makers to do all the work, do all the live drawing and filming work for them. I don't know. And it just didn't work out because it was worth way too much to do a show that was half live drawing and half live work. Which at the end of the day, there isn't any. I can't think of any show that was ever gotten green lighted that was like that. Let me know. But yeah. Only when I think about it, what would I have done? I mean, I don't have the sky flyers at all. But I wish I did. But I don't. Oh, yeah, Sailor Moon, before we end this film, tell everybody about how you wish you had the moon cycle, which you don't have either. You see, Bandai made this Sailor Moon two-wheeler that showed up in some of the boosterings and showings back in the day, but it was nowhere in Sailor Moon either. So, yeah. So anyone who got that moon two-wheeler, they got something that Bandai made, which never showed up in any of the offshoots of Sailor Moon. But I believe the grounds to why Bandai did it since Bandai felt that it may have been a take off of the Sky Flyers from Toon Maker Sailor Moon, which never really saw the light of day. But what do I know? I don't know. You know? So that's it. If you like that film... Oh, before we go... Yeah, we gotta end this film. It's going into soon to be 9 minutes. If you like that film, then watch the film we made yesterday talking about Windows 11, what we learned or what we read. And follow us here at Sailor Moon for Life. I'm Sailor Moon. I'm Queen Beryl. Hope you like this film.